Carla Alcorn. When your third child was born, they looked at what lay between her infantile legs for all of 2 seconds, put a blue hat on her head, a large M on her birth certificate, handed her into your waiting arms, and said, "It's a boy." Growing up must have felt like wearing her shoes on the wrong feet, the blisters and pain surfacing as male pronouns, each son and brother cutting into the softness of her flesh. Your Ohio-branded Christianity forced her into contortionism to fit into the box marked boys, little letters ripped from the pages of the family Bible, but her muscles grew sore. So she created her own, a box that hugged each curve of the body she wished she was born with, decorated with all the care and eagerness of a kindergartner's art project, and signed it with a name that finally made it feel like her shoes fit. Leela. When she learned the word transgender, the creaking of driftwood bones were sealed with the promise of steel, and as she begged you to say, "It's okay," you turned to her and said, "It's a boy." You turned to your husband and said, "It's a boy." Turned to the congregation of the church and said, "It's a boy." Turned her towards Christian conversion therapists and said, "It's a boy." And in the early morning hours of December 28, 2014, when the cops knocked on your door, you said, "That's my boy." Carla Alcorn. Time after time, you told your daughter that her mere existence was a sin. When her wings began to sprout, you clipped them. When she reached out for help, you pinned her arms down. When she cried out, you silenced her louder than the blaring of any semi-trailer truck ever could. Carla Alcorn, when I pull my sleeves down to hide the scars, I cover the words butch, leslie, and dyke scattered across Facebook inboxes and anonymous voicemails. When I bind my chest with a base bandage till my ribs bruise, I cover the sounds of being told I am confused, coming from the mouths of people that I love. When I shaved my head for the first time, I shook the ashes off my shoulders from the bridges I had burned. When I told the world I wasn't sure if I was a girl, if a bullet should ever enter my brain. I hope it destroys every closet door. Carla Alcorn. You said that God doesn't make mistakes. Yet after 9 months of waiting, He has us born into this world with our eyes open. After 50 years of life, yours have stayed closed. Leela wanted her death to mean something, it did. Beyond news headlines and a social media hashtag, it meant thousands of people desperately trying to reach their way across the ether beyond the grave to tell your daughter she didn't have to die to be reborn. Leela asked us to fix society, and despite your best efforts, Carla, I will not allow the world you showed your daughter to be the same way I leave it.